Now, before we move any further, what I'm thinking, because there's going to be quite a bit of code, what I'm thinking of doing is, rather than having all this code inside of this contact.php file when we have all this HTML structures, well, let's create a new file inside of the include directory and call it, it's going to be a PHP file, and call it contact. And now what I'm going to do is cut all this, what we've done, this starting with the departments, and then with this if statement. So if I just cut all this and paste inside of this contact file, what I need to do now is just require this file. So require once, and it's going to be includes /contact.php. Now, again, now I need to use this includes because we haven't got it on the path, not on the include path. So probably what we could do is open the config, create another constant. Let's create this one here under. Let's just copy this partial path and rename it to include path. Include path. Now this isn't the actual include system include path. It's our own custom constant, which will point to basically the includes directory. So obviously don't mistake this for what this set include path and get include path works with. So include path, let's add it to our include path as well, actually. So now this directory includes is going to be on include path, which means we can automatically include any files that are inside of this directory by just giving it its name. In which case, obviously, for our contact.php file, now rather than having this includes /contact, let's just use it as this. Now, if we save it and preview it in browser just to make sure that everything still works, and it does, so that's fine, no errors, so we are good. Okay, if we now open this includes contact, what we're going to do first is we're going to create the array of different validation messages for our contact form. So we're going to start with the variable and we're going to call it definitions, let's say. Probably not the best name, but hey, you can name it again, whatever you want. And the first one will be for the department. So department, and for this one, what I'm going to have is array of, obviously, department. There we go. We are going to have array of different validation messages based on what error actually occurred. The first one will be required. So if it hasn't been filled in at all, what message do we want to display? It's going to be please select the department. And the next one will be for department. This one will be indicating if someone has maliciously tried to submit some data, obviously, and it doesn't match what we've got in our array. So this one is just going to say invalid selection. Next one will be for the name. And again, we associate the array with this. And there is going to only be a requirement for the field to not be empty. So required only. So required. And the message will say, please provide your full name. Okay. Next one after this one will be telephone. Or email was first, email. And again, array. And it's going to be required, which will be, please provide your valid email address. And the next one will be for the valid email address. So email. So if they've entered something that is not actually an email address, invalid email address. Then after the email, and let me just create a few new lines here so we can push it up. After email, we have telephone. And again, array of messages. And we only going to have required here. Please provide your telephone number. After the telephone, we are going to have the last item, which is comment. And this one has required as well. So required, and it's going to be please provide your comment. And again, that should probably be inquiry or something like this, your message or something like this. But let's stick to this for now.